Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I am unboxing a figure, I guess. That's kind of the whole point of this channel. Today I have the WWE Elite Ricky Steamboat. I mentioned in one of my other videos, this is a figure I've been looking for. And today, or not today, but a couple of days ago, he popped up at my Walmart, so I was able to pick him up. So I think this will be a fun little review. It's a bit dated for a series. I believe we're on series 97, 98, close to 99. We're almost to 100. I'm thinking series 100. I'm going to go ahead and get the entire series to unbox on this channel just because it's a special series. Something that's been a decade in the making, over a decade in the making that these figures have been releasing. So it'll be a nice little special milestone to collect, I think. So we'll see what they do. Hopefully it's something special. I don't even know if they're planning anything special, but I suppose we'll see here soon. But anyways, this is not even close to Series 100. This is Series 93, Ricky Steamboat. Let's get a good look at this box for a second. You get a picture of Ricky Steamboat here in the corner. In the other corner, you have the WWE logo. Let's go this direction. You have another picture of Ricky Steamboat here, WWE logo at the top, and Series 93 at the bottom. On the back, you have some information about Ricky Steamboat, where he's from, how much he weighs, all that other stuff with a nice picture of Ricky Steamboat right there. All the other figures in the line, I think I'm only missing Raquel right now. This is one of the rare elite lines where I've actually collected a majority of them. So if I do find that Raquel, I might have to pick her up just to complete the collection. If you keep turning it around, you just get his name right here along with Series 93 right there and Certified Authentic in the corner. Of course, it's a bit of a boring box, but I like these boxes. They give you information, they tell you about the figure, they tell you about the line, so I think these are pretty adequate figures. I'm going to go ahead and move my light a little bit closer so my hand's not in the way. There we go, that's a little bit better. I've gone through the process of cutting open the bottom so you can just go ahead and slide on out so we don't have to waste too much time on there. I have not taken them out. You can see the little strips are still in there. Okay, starting things off, I will first talk about this title. It is the WCW World Television Championship. I don't know how legible that is for you at home. Really nice detail, really nice design. I don't know if this has showed up in the collection before or any series before. I don't know what, or I don't know where this title has been seen before, so this could be a first time in the line, or it could have been here for a while. I wouldn't know. Go ahead and get that closed up. Yeah, it's a good looking title. Nice one to have. We'll set that right there. You also receive two mic holding hands, two grippy hands. Nothing special about them. Decent hands to have. Kind of boring. The hands on the figure, of course, are his karate chopping hands. He would always chop people in their chest with those and do some cool moves with them. Moving on, though, let's talk about this figure. This is a good looking figure. I've been super excited to get this guy, so I'm happy to have him now. Starting at the top, we have a nice red bandana that I believe it looks like it comes off. It's a little sticky. It does come off. It kind of looks a bit odd without it. He's got a weird neck thing right there that makes his neck look odd. But yeah, the bandana does come off. It's kind of sticky, so I'm thinking it wasn't supposed to come off, and it does look odd without it, but it's easy enough to put right back on there, and it looks totally fine. As far as the chest goes, this is a bit, what's the word, muscular for him. I know he was pretty buff, but I don't think he was quite this wild with it. This is kind of like a ravishing Rick Rude, kind of like maybe a little bit too ripped. Guys back then weren't always this ripped. I'll have to look up a picture of him to see how accurate it is, but I think he looked basically like an average guy, maybe a little bit more muscular than that, but I digress. I think this still looks decent enough for a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You have this beautiful tight design of, I believe, if we connect the picture, you have to kind of turn it so the picture looks right. I believe that's Ricky riding a dragon, which is quite the symbolism, if you know what that means. But it looks amazing. Nice brown paintwork. Goes all the way around. You can see it there. It's a two-headed dragon, apparently, because there's another end there. And it goes all the way down into his boots. Which, speaking of his boots, okay, one thing, the paint kind of cuts off right there. It could have gone a little bit further. I'm just saying. Speaking of his boots, you have more dragons. This one's a green dragon on these nice red boots with the red laces. I love these boots. You don't see these anymore. Same thing over here. It goes all the way across the bottom of the boot. Looks amazing. Those are wobbly. We'll talk about that in a second. That is the design of the figure. It looks fantastic. Definitely looks better with the bandana. It looks odd without it. But it's a good face sculpt. Good head work. Good sculpt overall. This is a good looking figure. So going over articulation real quick, let's see. He can look up, not really at all. He can look down pretty good, but he can't really look up. He can swivel side to side, turn his head all the way around. Of course, his head, once you turn his head, it kind of looks a little big for his body. And it kind of looks like Mario Lopez a little bit. Straight on it looks fine, but from the side, that looks huge on his body. Seeing that kind of brings the figure down for me. The arms go up to a... Ooh, that's a tight arm. The arms go up to about right there. Of course, it swivels in the shoulder pit, and then also a nice swivel on the bicep. You just have to hold it in place if it's a little tight, which this one is. You have double jointed pinless elbows, so they go to about right there, good enough to make a phone call with. The hands can go in, then out, and then they spin all the way around. Same with these hands, of course. I don't need to put those on to show you, but they do, in fact, do that. Ab crunch, let's take a look. I kind of already saw for a bit. Go ahead and go, boop. That is spectacular. That's fantastic. We love that. And then if we go a little bit further, oh yeah, he's taking some body slams. He's doing a nice swanton. He's doing some cool moves because he has some beautiful ab crunch articulation. Of course, because he can do that, that would mean the legs can go up to about a little more than 90, a little less than 90, right at 90. I don't know. I failed that class, but he's pretty close to perfect. Then, of course, he has double jointed knees that are not pinless. They go to about there, and if we bring it back down, he's pretty close to kicking his own ass, I'd say. Bringing it back down, you have a swivel down here at the bottom, so his leg can spin all the way around if you needed to do that. There's very slight swivel here at the ankle, and then we already saw it. It is super loose. These ankles can go all the way down if you wanted to be a ballerina, or a little bit up. I believe that applies to both. Of course. Yeah, that is fantastic. That does exactly what you'd want it to do. Not too tight, not too soft. Bends well, holds itself in place. You're not having issues where it's too loose. These are pretty loose, but they're not too loose. Like I said, it's not like he's going to hold himself there, but, it's not going to just fall to that position either, you know. Put that back on. Yeah, you can kind of tell this had maybe a little bit of paint on it to hold it there. Not a ton. Like I said, you can take this off and it will look totally fine. I'm just not sure if it was supposed to come off now that it's off, but I digress. It looks good. This is a great figure. I'm glad to have it. This is the one that I had been looking for in the entire line. This is the one I wanted the most, and I'm so happy to have him. So I guess that is it. If you guys could leave a comment in the comments, let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and all of his great matches that he's had. He's had some good ones. I'm talking like I know. I am a fan of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I wasn't alive during his era, but still. Leave a like, leave a dislike if you disliked it, but please don't dislike it. I'm I'm doing my best over here. Subscribe, do the whole YouTube thing. This doesn't want to bend. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. All the YouTuber things, the things they tell you to do every time you watch a YouTube video, just do that to me as well, because then I can do this more often. Let's try and get that on there. Ooh, almost. First try, second try, third try. I give up. And that will be it. So thank you for watching. Bye.